With Election Day now just 8 days away, the candidates busy making their final arguments. Vice President Harris spent Sunday in the key battleground of Pennsylvania,
while former President Donald Trump held a rally at Madison Square Garden in New York City, where some speakers told jokes and insults we can't even air on television. Garrett Hake has more.
Donald Trump kicking off the campaign's final week with a massive rally overnight at New York's Madison Square Garden. The former president introduced by his wife Melania, lashing out at his political rival Kamala Harris with personal attacks.
Everyone knows she is a very low IQ individual.
Mr. Trump repeating his recent attacks on Democrats.
They are indeed the enemy from within.
But the rally took a dark and divisive tone long before Trump himself took the stage. Comedian Tony Hinchcliffe, the opening speaker, cracking a racist joke about Latinos. So vulgar it's mostly unairable.
These Latinos, they love making babies too, just know that. They do. They do. There's no... They don't do that. They just like they did to our country.
Then pivoting to Puerto Rico.
There's literally a floating island of garbage in the middle of the ocean right now. Yeah. I think it's called Puerto Rico.
That joke not just offensive, but potentially politically unwise, too, with large populations of Puerto Rican voters spread out across the swing states, including more than 400,000 in Pennsylvania alone. The Trump campaign responding to the comedian's set, which included other racist attacks, saying this joke does not reflect the views of President Trump or the campaign. Other speakers continued the attacks. Radio host Sid Rosenberg on Hillary Clinton.
What a sick son of a...
Many targeting Harris.
Her and her pimp handlers will destroy our country.
Trump friend David Rem calling her the devil.
She is the Antichrist.
Tucker Carlson also attacking the vice president, who is Indian American and black.
The first Samoan Malaysian low IQ former California prosecutor ever to be elected president.
As the speakers rallied the crowd.
It needs to be a landslide. We need to slaughter this other people.
And Trump delivered his closing message.
Everyone will prosper, every family will thrive, and every day will be filled with opportunity and hope. And very much so, it will be filled with the American dream. We're bringing back the American dream.
Garrett Hake reporting there. Vice President Kamala Harris is campaigning in Michigan today. Reporters caught up with her on the tarmac at Joint Base Andrews in Maryland before she left and asked about the former president's tone in his final messages before the election.
He is focused and actually fixated on his grievances, on himself, and on dividing our country. And it is not in any way something that will strengthen the American family, the American worker. It is nothing about what he is saying that is actually going to support the aspirations, the dreams, and the ambitions of the American people. It is absolutely something that is intended to and is fanning the fuel of trying to divide our country.
Almost immediately after Tony Hinchcliffe made his remarks about Puerto Rico, Puerto Rican superstar Bad Bunny threw his support behind the Harris campaign. In his post to some 45 million followers on Instagram, he highlighted the vice president's proposal to create a task force focused on providing more economic opportunities for the U.S. territory.